Hi, I'm Kelly Pheneger. I'm the Educational Services Coordinator at WBGU Public Television, and I'm so happy to have LeGendre with me today from Reach Out and Read. And we are big advocates of early literacy and early childhood development and education. And that's really why I wanted to bring Lori here because she's such a great community resource. Her program is wonderful in supporting young children in those early years, and she has a really unique partnership that she has with local physicians and pediatricians, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about that.
Thanks, Kelly. It's great to be here today. I always love the opportunity to kind of talk about what I consider kind of a best kept secret in the community, which Reach Out and Read is. So Reach Out and Read is, it's a pediatric literacy program. It's based on a medical model that's 30 plus years now. Very evidence-based, and it's basically taking advantage of the trusted relationship that medical providers have with parents and kids to talk with them on a regular basis during the years birth to 5 about, what we know and is one of the most important skills a child can learn, and that is to enhance their literacy skills, both language and vocabulary and listening and communication and all that. Just as doctors use well care visits to talk about things like nutrition and car seats and bike helmets, our Reach Out and Read offices talk to parents at every well check visit, birth to 5, about the importance of encouraging and including literacy into everyday routines, and often in the form of books, but not just books.
That's fantastic. So if I'm a parent and I'm interested in learning more about it, or maybe taking advantage of your program when I visit my doctor or pediatrician, what should I do? Or is that something that if they're a part of your program, they will be presenting to them?
Right. And that's why I kind of say that I think we're kind of a best kept secret, because a lot of people are already benefiting from Reach Out and Read, and they just might not know it. Whenever a pediatric office or family practice office is interested in becoming part of Reach Out and Read, there's a whole process of application and training for the staff to be part of our initiative. But once it's in place in the office, a lot of families just think this is something that their doctor does. It's part of the care they receive. So they might not ever necessarily hear or see the words Reach Out and Read during their time, but that's definitely what's behind the scene. We do have, we show you kind of some of our books. And often on the back of our books, and you're probably not going to see it, we often will have a sticker on the back of the books, kind of a book plate of sorts, to create book ownership, and it does have our logo on it. If office is part of Reach Out and Read, anybody in the office who comes who's between the ages of birth and 5 are automatically, that's going to be part of the care that they receive from their doctor. So they don't have to sign up. It's not based on any qualifications. The only qualification is that your doctor's office has joined the Reach Out and Read family officially, and that's something that I work with them with.
Okay, so right now you have some pediatrician and family practice partners in Lucas, Wood, and Hancock counties. Is that correct?
Yeah. If I'm getting my count right, we have, I think, 17 offices in Lucas, 6 in Wood County, and 1 in Hancock County. We Reach Out and Read is all across the state of Ohio, as it is nationwide. There's over 6,400 sites nationally. So if anyone out there is a family that is interested in talking to their doctor more about Reach Out and Read, or if there's a physician out there or a healthcare advocate who would like more information about becoming Reach Out and Read site, I'm happy to talk with you and kind of go through the steps of what it takes. Generally, as I said, we're a birth to 5 program. We generally from the newborn visit through 5 months, we encourage our doctors to verbally talk about things like parents can certainly read books, but we feel that it's just as important during that time to talk, read, sing, play with your baby. So we encourage parents of very young infants to spend face-to-face time so baby can hear your voice and see your mouth talking. We encourage them to sing to baby in the car or at bedtime, and that lullabies are calming for everybody. So we use more verbal instruction those first few months, and then generally we start bringing a book into the exam room at the 6-month visit when kids start to develop head control and can kind of sit up on someone's lap. And the great thing, and something that you might not have even realized as a parent who benefited from Reach Out and Read, is not only does having the book in the exam room give the doctor a chance to educate parents and give them confidence to share those books at home, talk to them about how, why, when they can use the books. It gives them the opportunity to model, read a page or two to the parent, and give the parent confidence when the baby gets excited seeing the book, and let the parent know, look, he's interested in and sharing that book with you. But the other thing that people don't always realize is that the book becomes a really important surveillance tool in the exam room too. As you know, as a parent who's been in the exam room with your kids, there's not a lot of child-friendly things there.
Right.
But bringing a book into the exam room is very child-friendly. And with that book, the doctor can also help do the evaluation they need to do anyway during that wall care visit. They can see if, the child can turn pages or point to the dog or say the word dog. They can observe the parent-child relationship. So it's really a win for everybody. The doctor sees a lot of the development they hope to see. The parent gets some important skills on how and when and why to use the book at home. And then hopefully the child benefits because they have a great new book to take home, and hopefully time sitting on someone's lap enjoying that book over and over again. As I said, we have 24 sites currently. And we distribute 29,000 books a year through those well care visits. So that's based on an average of 2 well checks per year. So we, figure we're serving at least 14,000 kids and families birth to 5 on an annual basis. I think it's important to note that some people say, why doctors? Why is this something that doctors would agree to do, or, be kind of a good messenger for something educational, early literacy? Birth to 5 is, such an important time of developmental milestones. I mean, we all know that so much growth and development is going on, not only in terms of brain development, but their physical development, and really setting the stage for later on. In Northwest Ohio, about 95% of kids birth to 5 see their doctor at least once a year. So we have medical providers really have that early access to families. And, in most cases, families are going to their doctor because they've developed a relationship and they trust them. They trust the messages they're giving them to raise, their kids in the right way. So kind of by embedding our model in existing healthcare, it also is, pretty cost efficient. This is something that doctors just volunteer to do. It's not something they're made to do or paid to do. It's something they volunteer. So, one of our main costs for programming is just our books. We are 100% grant funded and are always looking for people in the community to partner with for book drives, donations, all that kind of things. Often have even just small groups, every book helps. So we've had Boy Scout troops collect books for us. We've had fraternities or sororities do book drives. We even have an Amazon wish list. If you look up Reach Out and Read of Northwest Ohio, we have an Amazon wish list where people can purchase a book and then it'll get sent right to us. So lots of opportunities.
That's fantastic. Well, I hope that everybody watching will take a minute
Mhm.
to follow Lori on
Mhm.
Facebook. If you're somebody that has a Facebook account, follow Reach Out and Read. Reach Out
Mhm.
and Read of Northwest Ohio. Is that what
So
it
that
would
is
be
our
like?
local page
Okay, your
on
local page.
Facebook. You can also follow the national Reach Out and Read Facebook page or all social media. Also, if you're just more curious more about how the model works or the research, to find a site, maybe you have grandkids in another state. You could also look up and see where there might be a Reach Out and Read site near them. I would recommend then going to our national website, which is reachoutandread.org. And there's actually a lot of great resources there that we've developed the last several months for people who are spending more time at home. So there's some free ebooks. There's a YouTube channel of many read alouds by
Oh,
doctors and other healthcare and famous authors across the country. So you can go to the Reach Out and Read YouTube channel and look for those read alouds and some really fun ones out there.
I'm making a note of that because I have been posting links to some of those great read aloud
Mhm.
resources that have been produced by some of our partners. For instance, the Wood County Library has a
Yeah,
Bunny Book Club read aloud series, so I have that posted. So I will be sure to add your
check it out.
resource as well. So for those of you that want to check out the Reach Out and Read website and those read alongs, I will post a link at our WBGU.org website as well. Or if you want to go to the Reach Out and Read website, the national one, it sounds like you can find information about a Reach Out and Read program near you or just some other great literacy resources.
Yes,
Great.
100%. Mhm.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being with me today. And I learned a whole lot about your program. We've known each other for a long
Yeah.
time, and we work as partners in the community to get information out to families and educators about how to support young children in literacy and learning and development. So Lori and I have been working hand in hand on that with some of our other partners in the community, such as our local libraries are such a
Mhm.
wonderful resource and partner to us as well. Um, there's so many groups that we partner with. It's hard to name all of them. Early intervention services. I know, Laura, you mentioned that you partner with WIC as well.
Mhm.
The YWCA Child Care Resource and Referral Agencies, our local preschool groups. We're all one big community of partners that are here to support you and help you. So please reach out to one of us. And we're always happy to talk about our own services, but we are also well versed in what else is happening in the community, so we can refer you to great programs like Reach Out and Read, or whether it be WIC programs or some child care information and support, or what's happening at your local library.
Right. We always say, if our message is important, then the more parents and families hear it in different places, whether it's from their doctor or their child care provider or um, on their PBS station, the more likely they're to realize that this is an important thing to include in their home, and kids will benefit as well. So we
Definitely.
appreciate those partners very much.
Great. Well, we really appreciate you too, Lori.
Thanks.
Thanks to you and Reach Out and Read for the great services that you're providing to our community.
Thank you, Kelly.